On Monday, the Prime Minister came to Parliament to make a statement on the Sue Gray report into lockdown parties in Downing Street, after which he said this.
This leader of the opposition, a former director of public prosecutions, Mr. Speaker, so he spent most of his time prosecuting journalists and failing to prosecute Jimmy Savile.
Johnson knew what he told Parliament was a lie propagated by far-right Facebook groups, but shamelessly chose to repeat it anyway at the very heart of British democracy.
It is a ridiculous slur peddled by right-wing trolls.
As BBC Reality Check points out, there is no evidence that Sir Keir was involved at any point in the decision not to charge Savile. On Tuesday, Deputy Prime Minister Dominic Raab shamelessly defended Johnson with this.
This is the cut and thrust of parliamentary debates and exchanges.
So according to the Justice Secretary, lies propagated by far-right Facebook groups are now
cut and thrust of parliamentary debates.
Astonishingly, Culture Secretary Nadine Dorries had this to say.
The Prime Minister tells the truth.
And the Prime Minister's spokesman said this. The Prime Minister stands by what he said in the House. And here is Michael Gove on Sky News.
He's doubled down today, the Prime Minister, it seems, in The Sun, saying that he doesn't want to apologise. Do you think he's got anything to apologise for?
No.
Gove repeated that on BBC Breakfast.
Should Boris Johnson apologise for what he said?
No.
And gave this explanation.
It was the case that the CPS apologised for aspects of this case of mishandling it. Keir Starmer, to his credit, as the head of the CPS, asked an independent lawyer, Alison Levitt, to look at this case. Appropriate conclusions were drawn about mistakes that had been made. An apology was made at the time.
But that wasn't what the Prime Minister said. His allegation was specifically that Keir Starmer himself had failed to prosecute Savile, which was completely untrue. These ministers are as shameless as the Prime Minister. By refusing to acknowledge and call out these lies, they show themselves to be no better than the Prime Minister they serve.